Hey, hi everyone. Welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today I've got an amazing guest. I've got Mapasega. I am really excited about this because we're talking about something very important. We're talking about all things women. We're talking about probably the one biggest hurdle that women have in the 21st century. And Mapasega is a amazing motivational speaker. She does emceeing for global events. She does mentoring programs. She is such an amazing woman. If you want to get in contact with her, I'm definitely going to leave her details on the description box so that you can be able to contact her if you need any help towards those things. But what we're talking about today is that, but see, I met her probably a year or so back. I think it was a year. And I was speaking at an event and she was there and she was like, hey, by the way, I need all of that. I'm a woman and I need this done in my life. So today we're talking about that. We're talking about femininity. We're talking about what that is. And obviously in the kind of work that we do, I mean, she's going to share it about her own work situation, but also just her passion and her purpose. How did this fixing of her femininity worked for her? So, Mapasega, welcome. Thank you so much for joining me. Oh, this is totally great. I'm loving this.
Oh, thank you. Thank you very much, Busi. It's an honor to be on your YouTube channel. I'm really excited to share
Thank
my
you
journey.
so much. So, please share a little bit about yourself. Just tell us a little bit about who is Mapasega.
So, Mapaseka is a motivational speaker, as you say. I come from a village in Limpopo. I was raised by a family of strong women, which contributed a lot to not being in touch with the feminine side of me. Remember this one time, a friend of mine met my aunt, and then she comes back to me and say, "Yo, when I met your aunt," then I'm like, "Oh, okay." Then she's like, "No wonder you are like this." I'm like, huh? What's that supposed to mean? And then she never explained. But yeah, so after I met you, I took some time and I reflected back on my background. And I realized that actually in my family, we are all about being strong as women. We are told to go find the money, go find a job, go get an education. You can do it on your own. And my family never really embraces marriage. They never really talk about getting help or anything that has to do with embracing masculinity as such.
Wow.
So for me personally, that really contributed a lot to the person that I was before I realized the power of the feminine power, the power in femininity. So yeah, that's the first part of it. The other part of it was actually being disappointed by men. You know, when you rely on men, you think this guy is gonna help me, we are in this together, and then last minute he's like, dude.
I'm
So
not here for that.
sure you can relate, right? So I've been to a point in my life where a man disappointed me to a point where I'm like, I don't need men. I can do this on my own. So where I see a lot of women going through that now, where they feel I can raise my kids on my own. I don't need any help. I'm fine. I'm independent. I'm strong. I can do this. And I think maybe there's a fine line between being a strong woman, I think you'd agree with me, and being an independent woman. I don't know how to explain it, but
True, true.
yes.
There is. You are
So
very
we seem
correct.
to miss the line between being with the feminine power that you've got because you're trying so hard to be strong, you're trying so hard to be independent, trying so hard to show men that you can do what they're doing
Yeah,
and do it better. When
yeah.
in actual
Be
fact,
a
you don't
man,
need.
obviously. Like
Mhm.
one so much. Wow, thank you so much for sharing that, and thank you for coming through. And you know, we all have this problem, and sometimes you actually know that you really have it when you hear somebody else say exactly your own life, and you're like, oh wow. Like you say,
Mm-hmm.
being strong. This thing of being strong, we were taught that it's actually a good thing, and being independent is totally amazing, and that's what we should be. But this thing of being strong is the problem, because being
Mm-hmm.
strong means that, I mean, imbogodo in our African language, when we say imbogodo is a stone,
The rock.
a rock, something that does not feel nothing, something that does not need, I mean, any care. Nobody cares about the rock outside. Like, okay, fine, the rock can stay there, the rock can handle itself. Nobody wants to help, nobody wants to take care of you. And we can not function without care. I mean, anything that is delicate, and we women
Mm-hmm.
totally delicate, need extra care. There's care and then there's extra. We need the extra.
Yes.
So we are never going to find it if we are being strong, because nobody's going to think we need it. So, but
Mm-hmm.
anything that is delicate, and it shows that it's delicate, then everybody wants to be there for it.
Mm-hmm.
So we are definitely going to talk a lot about this. And I want to just first say, it is so easy to not understand that I'm not being woman. It is so easy to just be like, everybody's doing it. Everybody's doing, and then until you get to the point, like you said, where you finally say, you know what, I don't need a man, or I don't need anybody. And I mean, a man is not like, a man is the best thing that a woman should have. But when you are at that stage, you don't want that next
Anything.
position, you don't want that next salary increase, because guess what, you can do it all by yourself. You don't want that break at work where they can give you a week to say, you know what, you've done so well, you deserve time off. You don't want all those things, because guess what, you are on your own. You can
Mm-hmm.
do this. You don't need anybody's help. So until we get to that point, and obviously once you start on that route, you will get exhausted, you will get
Yeah.
sick, you will get physically and emotionally depressed and all this, because you are now going against the flow of the world and the planet and the universe is that we should all be helping each other. The moment you come out of that, you going against the flow now. And
Mm-hmm.
then that's when then you feel it, that something is not right here. Why am I working so hard and not seeing the the fruits of what I'm doing? It's because you're going against it.
Yes.
So
I'm
um
busy. I'll come.
sorry.
Thank you.
Yeah. So, and one of the things is that we also have kids that are
Yes,
looking.
you've got kids.
Hey, hello, hey baby girl, you're so cute. Oh my goodness, you also got beat, face beat. You're so cute.
Mm-hmm.
Bye
Please
bye,
excuse us, Info.
bye bye, baby girl. So we also have
Info, please
we,
excuse
we
us.
we also have babies just like her.
Mm-hmm.
She's learning not by hearing, but like
Yes.
seeing. If she sees a mommy that says, uh-uh, we are just gonna be we're just gonna do this by ourselves, we're just gonna make
Mm-hmm.
sure everything is done by ourselves, she's gonna go and do exactly the same thing. And it's not gonna be because she doesn't know how not to do the opposite. It's just that that's what she saw, that's what she is told. So now, what contributed to you losing your feminine energy, other than the fact that you were taught that? What else, like things like when you go to work,
Mm-hmm.
how did that environment make it easy for you to not be a woman?
So the challenges that we meet at work to start with, um, you can get very easily into I'm a fighter mode. And once you get into I'm a fighter mode, your feelings, the feminine side of your feelings is out the window.
Yeah, no, it's so out.
Uh-huh.
Absolutely. You feel like you need to prove yourself, isn't it?
Uh-huh.
This is so cute. Where are the teeth?
They're out the window as well.
The teeth now, oh
So
God. She's why she's 6, right? I also have one with no
Yes, yes.
teeth. Oh yeah, no, that's it. There's nothing like.
So
So,
yeah,
so
um,
you feel like I need to prove myself, and then does it help
uh-huh.
you prove yourself?
It doesn't, honestly. It doesn't.
Be-
Because in the workplace, the people that you're working with, they are humans. They're not machine. They don't care how strong you are. They just want to see that you can connect
Yeah.
the people. I always
And
tell my mentees that even when you're looking for a job, the minute you walk in, they want to feel that they can connect with you. And it's
mm,
very difficult to connect when you are trying to be strong because you
yeah,
come as cold. You
yeah.
come across as someone that we can't relate to. So
Mm,
at work as well, that's the challenge that we come across when you are trying to prove yourself. You're trying to show everybody you don't need them. You can do this on your own. You don't need leave, as you say,
mm,
to rest. You don't need other people. It's just it's working against the flow. You're always giving. You're always
yeah.
giving, and
And
you're
you
not
fighting
receiving
for
anything.
everything.
And fighting. You keep fighting. You fight for everything. You fight for a promotion. You fight to be recognized. You just fight, 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 fight.
Mm. I've seen a lot of women that can't get their money, the money that they deserve to be paid because
Mm-hmm.
they are on a fight. Nobody's gonna give you
Exactly.
money while you're fighting. But the thing is that when you have your feminine energy, there everybody. I mean, there's a lady who said to me, you know what, Lucy? Before nobody, she's in business, and she said,
Mm-hmm.
nobody thought that I deserved the next quotation to be on me, and they said because I have a husband, the other people do the other guy must get the coat because he needs to go and
They
take care of
don't
his
have.
family. And then now things
Wow.
have changed. Yeah, like he has a family to take care of. You don't need the money. She's like, but I'm the best. I know I'm the best, but like it's no longer about being the best, it's about who needs the money. So
It's about
mm,
emotion.
yes. And then all of a
Being
sudden,
real.
yes, true. It's the emotions. And then all of a sudden she changes her groove.
Mm-hmm.
Now everybody's like, oh no, you definitely need the money more. You are a woman. I mean, you oh wow. When did people start to realize this now? And she didn't go and change, she didn't get a new degree or anything like that. She just changed who she was. And all of a sudden the business made sense. And people thought it's a good thing for her to get something. So yeah, totally. But that's the thing that even in the workplace, we are almost pushed to be that we are not, because we are taught that if you want to climb the corporate ladder, you must climb it fighting, you must climb it,
Yeah.
put
I
the
can tell
other
you
people,
personally.
yeah,
Even
take them
personally,
down.
I would fight a lot with my colleagues because I came across as this strong woman. Even men, when they take me on, they don't see anything wrong.
Yeah,
You can
yeah,
take
like
her on, she's
why not
strong, she
fight?
can handle it.
Yeah,
You know?
totally. Yeah. So yeah, so that. And then how did this affect then your outside work, your relationship, your love relationship, your man relationship, your friends? How did this come up to affect that part?
Um, okay. In terms of friends, that I would bend over backwards for a friend. And that person won't do anything. When I need help, they don't even recognize that I need help.
Yeah,
When
you are
I'm
strong.
moving to a new house, I will go there, I'll take a day off, I'll help her move. But on the day that I move, she'll be like, oh, you're moving today. Oh, okay. No, that's nice. Tell me when you're done. And I'm like, when I'm done. Yeah,
Yeah,
okay,
because you
sharp.
don't need help. I mean, I could
You're
offer.
strong.
You're not that type. You're not the you don't you're not the type that needs help.
Yes. And you know, when they've got event, you are there organizing the entire event. When I do an event, they don't even come. And I'm like, okay.
Yeah, yeah.
I knew you know people. Even if I didn't come, I know who and who and who is gonna come. Anyway, how did it go? So it's and they don't see
Yeah.
anything wrong.
You can cope. Yeah, not that. That I know. it happened to me so many times that I mean, I literally had to sit them, all my friends down and be like, people, I'm no longer that person. I'm no longer strong. And they were like, ah, but are you strong? You're strong. We know you're strong. I was like,
Yes.
no way. I'm no longer that person.
No,
It didn't
I'm also not that person anymore. The person who people call when they need help and they never come to your rescue.
yeah.
It's difficult to be strong in a,
Mm.
and it
And yeah, and I
creates
mean,
some friction.
yeah.
So
Mm.
it's
And I mean,
difficult.
even in this case, I mean, it wasn't that they were being evil or anything. They just knew that you don't need the
You're
help.
okay.
You are fine. Even if they come, you're gonna tell them to sit down because hey, you got this.
I remember this one time I had a party, it was my birthday, and I just couldn't stop being strong, you know, making everybody food until this one lady was like, isn't it your birthday?
Yes.
I'm like, yeah, it is. So it's like, then why can't you sit down?
Mm, I did
You
that at
know?
my wedding day, my own wedding day. How wrong is that? I saw myself fixing the chairs on that first table and be like, you, the kids sit there. People are like, sorry, don't you see you wearing the dress that nobody else is wearing?
No, you take the trophy. Wedding day, you take the trophy.
What am I doing? But that's the thing of being strong. You just want to get on and fix everything. Like, wow.
And make things work.
Yeah, I mean, I could have asked. There were so many people that were there. I could have just asked, can we please have that there? No, I'm not gonna ask because I can do it by myself.
Of course.
So how did that affect also your money?
Sure. So yeah, before we get to the money, actually, relationships.
Yeah.
I would meet a guy and things are moving nice until things get serious. So when things get serious, I start to share my vision. And funny enough, strong women, we attract people that have a vision. We attract men that are just sitting there and they are fascinated by this person who just keeps going and going. They don't understand what keeps you going and they just want to come closer to you and understand, Guti, what's pushing this woman? How is she doing it? And then once they get closer, they just stand there shocked, not knowing what to do. And you keep pressing on, and now you start to paint a picture of, I want a man like this. I want a man to lead an empire. That man doesn't have a dream of running an empire, by the way. So what we do is you start imposing your vision on the man.
Yes.
Even if the man has his own vision, because you are strong, you know how to go and get this money, you know how to get this dream. He doesn't know Jack. You've been on your own all this time. He might as well learn from you.
Yes.
So that used to affect my relationship a lot, my previous relationship actually. My husband had no idea, my ex-husband had no idea what to do with me. He would and I had dreams, I had a vision board. I want to own trucks, I want to be a motivational speaker, I want to do this, I want to do that. And he's sitting there not knowing what to do. And I'm sitting there looking at him thinking, why is this guy not doing anything?
Yeah. And why is he so slow?
Why is he slow? And I don't think he needs authority because anything with it. Can I use authority?
Yeah. And you become his mother now.
Yes. Not even his mother. You also become another man. There's two men in the house.
Yeah. And I mean that romance is out the door, that respect, and I mean,
you know,
men, for us with our feminine energy, we're supposed to be receiving from a man, submitting to a man. I mean, like getting sort of a way forward from a man. Not, I don't mean like he must control you, but in a way that you must be able to receive from him, receive a word from him, receive encouragement from him. When that happens, You can't receive, and that is the only time that you can be doing your part, when you helping him. So if you're no longer helping him, is he gonna be able to help you? Don't think so.
No, definitely not.
So and the thing is this, we women can help men, but men can't help us.
No.
Mm-mm. It
And the
doesn't.
thing is, when you're strong in a relationship, you no longer pray about a man leading your household.
Yes.
It's
You know,
about, God, I want to go and get it. I want
yes,
to be recognized. Even when they come in the house and say, wow, the house is beautiful. You feel like, why are they calling it his house?
yes.
Can they see I also contributed to this
I
house?
yeah. So in terms of relationships, I deal on a daily basis with marriages, relationships that are breaking down. People are single not because they must be single, they are single because they are too much of a man, they can't have one. So
When you say too much of a man, you remind me of, I once asked this one guy friend of mine, and I asked, am I too strong a woman? And she said, yes, you didn't know. I'm like, ha. I was hoping he's gonna say, no, you're fine.
yes,
No, it's not you, it's the guy.
yes.
Yes, you are strong.
Yeah,
Because even when you're in a situation where there is two women, sadly, the reality is we often find ourselves in a situation where there's two women with the same man.
yeah.
The strong woman always gets compromised. She's
True.
strong.
She can handle herself. She can sort it. Let's sort the one that is need help.
1 minute, I just need to ask Nana to give us a moment.
Now she's singing. So guys, do not forget to click on the subscribe button, and we're going to have more talks like this. So make sure that you click on the notification bell also, so that you can see new videos when they come through. But most of all, this channel is just for me to share with everybody, women, guys, whoever that wants to know what has worked for some people, and why are the people making it, why are the people being able to get things done. So please click on the subscribe button. Sorry, Pasi. So
I'm back. Sorry about
yeah,
that. The perks of working from home.
yep. Oh, well, but you know what, this is a love, I just love it, because I mean, when everything is mixed up, it feels good.
It's the reality that we
Yeah,
live
it
in.
feels
Real people.
totally good. No, that's the feminine energy we need, like
Mhm.
to be able to do it all at once.
Mhm. So we're talking about money after the relationships.
Yeah.
So because you are always trying so hard as a strong woman, I used to be a strong woman because I was trying so hard. When we can't afford a house, I'll pay for it. When the
Yeah.
men can't afford it, I'll pay for it.
Yes.
If my friend wants a baby shower and she can't afford it, I'll pay for it. I'm not going to ask her to ask her man. I'm not going to try and ask for help. I'm not going to ask for donations from other people. If they don't want to pay, fine, honey, I'll take care of it.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
So the problem with that is you are always broke. You
Uh,
don't have money because you are always giving and giving and giving, and you don't know how to create
yes.
because you are working against the flow.
Yeah. And you must
You always
work
have
hard
to
and harder and harder every time to be able
find
to,
them.
yeah, to be able to show up and be like, oh, by the way, I do have. By the way,
We did it.
yeah, I can afford this. By the way, I am sorted. Keep your own whatever.
Get
So
sharp.
yeah, there are so many ladies that come to me and say, my boyfriend or my husband came to me and said I should go and get a loan, and he's going to, go on his own and look at it and fulfill his dreams and vision.
Mhm.
I should just make sure that I keep the job and pay the bond.
Ooh, strong women.
So that is fine, but don't you have a vision and a goal and a something and a purpose that you want to go? And she's like, no, um, he's the one who's gonna go and do it, and then he's gonna get the money, and then we're gonna be fine. Guess what? 5 years later, same story is still happening. She's still getting the loans. He's still building whatever he's building. She's still
And it's not
taking care of
coming
it.
through.
Now, there's nothing wrong with that. If you don't have a goal of your own, you don't have a vision of your own. But when you do have, you start then to be bitter. That is when the marriages die. That is when a person finally gets fed up. Because I've
Yes.
been broke all this time and I don't have anything to show for it. And I've been putting everybody in front of me, and I've always been the last one in the queue, and I'm tired. And
Yes.
I mean, a lot of people will be saying, look at my age, look at look at what. But when you look back, they have never given themselves the chance to have, because they've always been strong and wanting to get I mean, you'll find one of my clients, if there's a funeral, she's the one. Bantu bayahlala bamele yena afike. Because and she's gonna, it's not that she's got money, she's gonna still go and have loans. Mara, no, she's the one. Akukhulunywa ngekho. And I was like,
He's
you know
the
what?
man.
Yeah, I'm like, your brothers, your uncles, you are the one when.
You must wait for her.
And I'm like, you know what? If you could shut up, this person will be buried on Saturday. The coffin will get into the ground and the soil will cover it, while you close your mouth and just hear what other people are saying.
Without you.
Yes, hear what other people are saying. If they say they're taking out 5 friends, now take your own 5 friends. Not be the one who tells people, now this is what's gonna be done. If you can't do it, I'll make a plan. Wow. So that is how a lot of women get broke. A man.
And I also, when you talk about women taking a loan, I also see a lot of posts on Facebook and social media where a woman would say, I took out a loan and my boyfriend took the money and went and married another woman. That happens a lot lately. And they don't understand why. The reason is simple. They are strong.
Yeah.
And is in touch with their feminine power.
That is actually more painful, because normally, and it happens, this happens all the time everywhere, that you are building with this person. You've been building, well, actually it's not that you are building, you are building him, because most women want to fix the man. I'm fixing him so that he can take care of us. I'm fixing him so that he, so you fix him. The day you're done fixing him, he goes and he finds a feminine woman, and you back, what is this? This one doesn't even have education. This one doesn't even, what did you see? Like, look at me, look at this. What is wrong with you? But he wants somebody who's going to make him feel like a man, because the feminine energy is about making the masculinity to be able to do. The feminine is about creating and multiplying. The masculine is about making things happen. So when you are being a man, you're taking the power away from him. He can never be able to do anything. When you are being a woman, I mean, I always give this example that, you know, most of the time, men don't want the new house. Men don't want the new car. Men don't want nothing. Men, they just want to breathe and function every day.
And peace.
Yes, they just want peace and quiet, and just life goes on. I mean, you want new dishes, you want new curtains, you want a whole new house for what? So now, but men will buy all those things for one reason: to make you happy. I mean,
yes.
One day, my husband and his brothers were somewhere, and you know, doing just guy stuff. And then there was a guy that they were quarreling with. So my husband, his brother says, my husband told the guy, you know what, my wife's hair is more expensive than your car.
Okay. What car was this?
Almost killed him.
Car, perhaps.
I was like, I don't want to see that car. Like, how could you say that? no, man, I don't even know if I said that. They're like, yeah, you did. You told that guy that your wife's hair is way more expensive. But I mean, he doesn't care about the hair, but he buys it because it makes me happy.
I
So
wanted to say, he knows the price because you allow him.
yes, I just
Okay.
say check there, check the prices are there, and then he's like, wow, okay, so this is what we want. So he's gonna buy the new house, and if he doesn't afford one, just for the sake of making the feminine wife happy, he will go and move mountains. That is what the masculine
Yes.
energy is about. It's about moving mountains to make sure that the feminine is taken care of. I mean,
Mm-hmm.
the feminine doesn't, I mean, God, when God created the planet, God used feminine energy. God never took ama-spade namafosholo wathi manje sengibuilda ini. God talked. God used words. That is
Yeah.
what the feminine power has. We only have to use words. We only have to plant a seed to say, you know what? You're not complaining. You're just saying, oh wow, you know, a bigger house will be so much better. We know we will do this and that. You're not saying I'm not happy with the current one. You're not saying, hey, you can't afford the new one. You're not saying none of that. You're just saying, hey, with a smile, while everybody is happy, you're just talking about a new house that we can have. And he doesn't feel like you're judging him. He doesn't feel like any. But then now he knows what makes you happy. Guess what? You'll hear him saying, yeah, no, you said the house is that way. What? Which side are they? We should go that side
Mm-hmm.
and check. And you're like, okay. Then he gets there. He sees how you happy with the house. He goes and makes the money to get the house. He doesn't care about the house. He cares
Yes.
about your happiness because you are in the position of saying, I need that. I need us to continue. So you as a feminine person, the one that is holding the keys to multiplication,
Mm-hmm.
you need to keep speaking the word. You need to keep putting ideas in his head. So then all of a sudden he finds the energy, he finds the strength to go and make things happen because they were given. Men worry different than women. We worry because there's no money and we think we're gonna die. Men do not worry like that. When a man is worried, the only thing that it keeps happening in his head is finding solutions. When we are worried, we can't find solutions. We
You know,
are
see, I
traumatized.
used to be I used to be the person that worries about the bond payment.
Yeah, like why? Why?
Ooh, sure.
And I mean, and I mean, really, if you really being feminine, you will let your husband or partner do these things. I mean, in case of
Yeah.
a wife and a husband, if the bond is not paid, you do not have to make noise. You just ask. If they kick us out, which streets are we going to sleep on? You just ask that. He will be
You
like,
know,
oh, hell no. She's not about to make a plan. I'm going to have to make the plan. He goes and he makes the plan. But for them, it's easy to make plans than us.
true. So,
When,
mhm.
yeah.
So I wanted to say, for me, what really helped me is the minute I decided, let me have this conversation with Lucy.
Yeah.
Is everything so hard? Why am I broke?
Mm.
Working hard? Why am I always being compromised? Why are my friends disappointing me? Why is everyone around me not willing to help me? I'm
Mm.
falling apart and nobody cares.
Mm.
That part about it is if you are used to being a strong woman, even when you're falling apart, you when you're outside, you try and keep it together.
Yes.
Can't even ask for help. You can go to a psychologist, sit there and say, I thought I wanted to speak, but I'm fine.
Yeah. Yeah. And I mean, the hour is going, you paid already. And you can't even ask help. Wow.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
So for me, I think it's quite important. It has really changed my life.
Yeah. And when you were doing those exercises, was it the easiest thing?
Initially, it was hard. I'm like, what is this girl talking about? Initially, I was like, okay, when we talked about it, it sounded like it's okay. But when I was alone, I'm like, hi, yes,
This is wrong.
she really expect me to do this.
Yeah. Yeah.
But then when you start doing it, it becomes easy. You learn to let go. You learn to trust again, because a part of being masculine is the lack of trust in other people, that the lack of the fear of being disappointed.
Yes.
You learn to let go. You learn to accept, to let things flow easily without trying to control everything.
Yeah. And obviously, I mean, you did a lot of work on yourself. I mean, you were meditating, you were doing all these things, which then centered you. And then you started probably feeling good about you before even anything else.
Yes, it changes everything. It changes the way you see the world to start with, the way the world reacts towards you. It changes your priorities, what is important. It's no longer about what people think or how they look at you. It's about you, what you want, and how you manifest it, and how you get to spend time with yourself and understand what is important, what do I want, and how do I invest within it without fighting, investing emotionally, investing in prayer and in meditation and in different forms, either than fighting and going physically to go fight for it, to say, I mean, I want more money, I want salary increase, you know, so
And I remember one other thing that we talked about was you, I mean, and the passion you have with being an MC and being a motivational speaker. I mean, you at that point you had turned that off also. You were just like, whatever.
Yeah, so being a motivational speaker and being strong doesn't work in that industry. You can be strong when you're standing on the podium and you are running the program, but being strong in terms of getting the business,
Yeah.
because it's a business where you need to connect emotionally. Well, for a person to hire you to come speak at their event, you need to have that emotional connection where you understand how they feel about this day, how they want the day to come out. It's you genuinely caring about their event and how you want it to be. So it also really helped me a lot in terms of my business and the relationships that I have, because when you are strong, you can't really approach anyone and say, you know what, I'm in this industry, my business is not moving, please help me. You can't do that. You are busy trying to look like, you know what, I'm doing fine, I'm okay, don't need this. And in business, we need people.
Yeah. And the biggest part of being feminine is asking. Is
Yes.
asking, because wow, it's when you're a man, you can't ask really, like it's so hard to. Yes, the ego is all over the place. So when you're feminine, you are able to ask, and knowing, Guti, I'm not just asking because I'm looking for a handout. I'm asking because I have something to offer. I'm saying, hey, can I be there at your event because I will bring in this much value. I'm not begging you to give me a bread. I'm just letting you know that I've got value for you. And then if you're not doing that, nobody's ever gonna know.
And I think it's also important to mention that you taught me how to ask. It sounds stupid now, but he taught me how to ask.
Yeah, no, that was hard. That was well, that is actually the hardest part of it all. Because wow, you never knew how to ask. But you were so happy people asking from you.
You know, I remember at some point I was driving in the car and saying to myself, you deserve to receive. If you can't receive, you cannot give.
Yes, yes.
What's there to give if you haven't received anything? So, and I had to say that to myself for a couple of weeks until it settled in, and I started to realize I'm human.
Yeah, totally. Wow, thank you so much for sharing. So now tell us what's new in your life. What are your next moves? Like what do you want to see happening? Share with us. Inspire us.
Okay. Currently, because of the lockdown, events have subsided. So we currently doing online events and a mentorship program. We are mentoring graduates So I'd like for your viewers, if there's any that are looking for interns, to be in touch with me so I can connect them with my interns, which we've groomed in terms of how to approach the job market, um, how to carry themselves in the workplace and not fight the system, to go with the flow.
Yes. Oh,
So,
gosh, yeah, we need that.
so that's the one ask that I'd have. What am I doing now? I'm working with an NPO in my village where we are collecting books. It's called Metla Shapola Tlala. It's Sepedi. It actually means charity begins at home. So we are collecting books for our local library. We'll be handing them out next month. So whoever has a book to donate for our village library, please be in touch and book me for those online events.
Yay. Oh, thank you so much. I'm definitely going to send you a few books so that you can add onto your pile, because I think it's very, very important for young people to read, well, things about money, because wow, you know, especially, I mean, girls and boys is the same. If we are empowered if we were empowered when we were small, we probably would have done much better, much
Would
better.
have been much richer. Wasted so much time being strong.
Yeah. So thank you so much, Basi. I'm gonna definitely put your details on the description box. Anybody who needs an internship program or an internship opportunity, or has an internship program that you want to start, please talk to Basi, because she understands all of that. And make sure that you click on the subscribe button for more conversations on this. I am having an amazing Women's Day workshop on the 1st of August on femininity. So we're going to be doing a whole day workshop, 9 to 5 p.m. We're going to be doing a lot of healing. We're going to be doing a lot of exercises on bringing up your feminine energy, a lot of how to get out of the ruts that you are in right now, where you are the man, where you're doing things because, hey, nobody else would, or nobody's helping me, I might as well. So please make sure that you join in on that. I've got the details of that workshop on my Instagram page, Busi Selesho, but also I'll put it on the description box. Thank you so much, Basi, for having this talk with me. I really enjoyed it. Thank you. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Thank you, Wusi. And thanks to everyone.
Thank you. Bye bye. Have a lovely day.
Bye.
Bye.